Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I have an unboxing of a Moebius Models Ford 1972 F250 Ranger. Comes with a snowplow. I'm sure you've seen other channels that had the same kit. I finally got one at a local hobby shop. And here's some side details. Got chrome details, a detailed F250 interior, 360, 390 V8 engine. This kit was released in 2022 by Moebius Models, and it is kit number, let's see if I can find it anywhere. It doesn't say on the box here. Maybe on the bottom. Nope. Alright, well, when I get into it, I'll find the kit number for it. But the weight of this kit is pretty impressive. It feels like there's 2 or 3 kits in there. Oh, here it is right here. 2568 is the kit number. So, alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and set you down on a bench here and see if I can get you focused in real good. I'll go ahead and get right into this one. Whoop. This end works better than this end. There we go. Decent thickness on the plastic. It's a well protected kit. These Moebius kits are pretty jam packed with a lot of goodies. I'm very impressed with that. There we go. And it filled right to the top. Alright, I'm just going to go in order here. We have some chrome. Looks like front bumpers I see through the package here. There's front and rear bumpers. Some mirrors. You get 1, 2, 3 different options for mirrors. It's really nice. I really love that because there's been a couple of kits where I've either just not liked the mirrors that came with that particular kit, and I've used these in substitute for it. These are the little bezels for the tail lights, some valve covers, windshield wipers, some side markers for the hood, not lights but badging. That's where it'll say like F250 or custom cab or whatever, that type of thing. Well, and this is the trim for the front of the hood. Set that, I'm going to set it right back in the bag. Again, if you haven't heard me say it in previous videos, I am so impressed with the way they just put a little piece of, it's just a little piece of tissue paper. You know, like the kind of paper you stuff in a gift bag or whatever, that type of stuff. And it protects the chrome from rubbing together. You know, I mean, it's some little small things that really make a difference. And this here is your side trim. Can you see the box? Let's see here. This is the this trim that runs right along the side of the truck. That's what this is in chrome, so you won't have to paint it or bare metal foil it if you don't want to. Nice touch. So now I'm going to set this like this, back on top of the other one, and keep it protected as long as possible. Alrighty. Alright, next up we have tires. Got 5, if you like good rubber tires. Or vinyl, whatever they are, you know. Yep. 5 really nice treads on them. I imagine we'll use one for a spare that goes underneath. No branding on these, but very nice, you know, decent softness to them, I guess. Those are sharp. I really like those. Excuse me. I just now finished spray painting the Jimmy that I'm working on, and oh my gosh, the color I went with is really strong. A lot of vapors coming off of that one. I got windows open. I've got the fan going, blowing it out. Here's the cab, and this is really nice thickness. Minimal flashing that has to be cleaned up. Really nice. I never thought about it, but I'm wondering if this is pretty much the identical. Well, that was a 250 also. The kit I did earlier in the beginning of this channel, I did a 250 pickup truck. I'm wondering, basically it's the same kit, but it was a 68, I think. I have to compare it next to it when I get a chance. It's really sharp. Maybe these door lines could be scribed out a little bit just to make them a little more well defined, but they're there. Really nice. Nice detail on the back end too. A lot of times kits don't have that at all because they know the bed's going to go there and you're never going to see it. But that's a nice detail. Ready? On this side we have tail lights and headlights and clear tail light lenses, or these are covers for some badging. I forget on that. And here is the front and rear windshield, windows, the vent windows, a couple more headlight options, some small marker lights, maybe spotlights. I leave those in the bag as always. And here we have two more chrome trees. This is cool. Oh, that one there's pretty self-explanatory, eh? That's sharp. Trim it up a little bit. Oh, alright. And on the other side is protected by paper again. But on the other side are two of the front hubcaps for a four-wheel drive version. You have to excuse my fingers, guys. I got plumber's, not plumber's putty, but pipe thread sealant all over my hands. I've been working on the shower and the bathtub. Just can't get that stuff off. It really works well. This is a product called Blue Monster thread sealant. That stuff is great, but man, it's hard to wash off. Anyway, door handles. I went off on a tangent there, sorry. 24 and 23, these are, you know what, I'm going to look those up. I can't remember the correct name of those. Then we have the rear view mirror. And nothing there. Looks like something. Oh, no. I don't know. There's nothing there. It must be for another kit. And there's 104, which is, I believe, the fuel filler nozzle that goes on the driver's side. Goes over here. The filler cap for the gasoline. And then on the other tree, we have 6 more hubcaps. So you get 2 styles of hubcaps for the full set. And there's some badging. And then these are, well, you can't really see it through the bag, but these are the little lights that go up on the cab. Up on the, these little lights up here on top of the roof. Couldn't think of that word. Alrighty, and here we have some wheels and wheel backings. More options for wheels. Here's the 4-wheel drive options here. Another rear bumper, in case you want to paint it and not have a chrome one. That's always a nice touch. A radiator. And these are the pedal, the fuel. This will be for your what we used to call emergency brake, but it's really a parking brake. Your clutch, your working brake, and your fuel pedal. If you have a manual shift, a stick shift, and then if you went with a automatic transmission, you'd have a fuel pedal, a brake pedal, and the parking brake. And these attach up to the bottom side of the dashboard. And I love the way Moebius does it with these little things. It's so much easier than trying to put a little stick thing on there and glue it on and hope it holds. That's a great way to do it. They really impressed me with that one. Here's well, this box is deep, guys. Better settle down and stick around for a minute. I'm hurrying. Here we have the inner tailgate piece that sits in the bed of the truck. Your actual tailgate will be on this side, and this is the inner part. And here's the hood latch and upper radiator support. And this is your firewall. Pretty basic, but there's a lot of little details you could put in. It looks like you have the ability to put heater hoses in. I don't know if this kit comes with them or not. And here are the sun visors that will glue into the top of the cab. Battery, more wheel backings, some shock absorbers, some these are linkage for the front steering. This is your windshield washer bottle, a bottle jack, 2 horns. And here are those pedals. We have a parking brake, or emergency brake as we used to call it back in the day, clutch pedal, brake pedal, and your fuel pedal. And this here is your brake booster halves and the brake cylinder halves. Sorry, wasn't in frame there. And here we have let me tilt you down a little bit, there we go. This is the dashboard. A little bit of flashing right there, but we'll be able to pick out some nice details on there. Or there may be decals available that will go on there and make it easier. And here we have the steering column. Now if you have an automatic, this is perfect, but if you have a stick shift, you want to clip off one of them just to be more authentic. This here is the inside of the front header part of the bed. That would go, I better leave this out for a while. If it's in the box, this piece would be like this, you'd see it, and then the other part of the box would be here. Or this may be the front of the box, I don't know for a fact yet, but we'll see that in a minute. Here we have another bag. Thankful I changed the battery in the camera before I started this video. Here's the actual tailgate. It says Ford on there. Here are the engine block halves. And the 5-bladed fan right there. Intake manifold for a single carb system. Fan belt and pulleys. That's all on that little piece there. Here is a steering wheel. I don't know if I called out a steering wheel already. I've been doing so many different things, but there's the steering wheel. Distributor cap. Oh no, I take that back. That's an oil filter. This is the front of the engine. Timing chain cover with the fuel pump. And these are the heads. A little ignition coil right there. Here we have a complete single exhaust. You got your Y pipe, exhaust pipe, muffler, and the part that goes under the axle and all that. One great tip I can give you is to make sure before you put the axle onto your frame, make sure you put this on first. Okay, get everything pre-painted and slip this on, because if you forget this and put the axle on first, it's a nightmare trying to wiggle that thing up and under there, especially if you've already put the shocks on in the back. That's experience talking, just saying. Here are exhaust manifolds, left and right. This appears to be a coolant hose of some sort. And this little U right here, I've learned from the past that this is also a coolant hose. I forget what this little one is. This is the oil filler. And 157, I'll have to remember that one, guys. Here's another coolant line, alternator, carburetor. Here's the distributor over here. Here's your water pump. This is the other side of the carburetor. Not a whole lot of detail, but most likely you'll have a air cleaner covering it up. So, okay, and another bag. All right. This here's interior parts. It looks like we have door panels, decent detail. A lot of work there. If you want to go ahead and paint that 3-4 different colors. Got a little kick panel vent grill, I believe that is. It's not a speaker. And here is the passenger side. And then the bench seat, which is really sharp looking. A lot of detail. I can almost feel myself sitting in that one. And here we have the hood. Little discoloration flaw there, no biggie. Decent hood. Right here is where the emblems are going to go to. Right there. And then that chrome piece will attach up in here in this little groove. Looks like you have an option to cut the hole out for a scoop or something, but I usually build these stock myself. This is the bottom of the cab, your floorboard, and toe kick. Okay, it has a texture on it for like faux carpeting. Some bracing, that's kind of cool detail. And this is the back of the front seat, or the seat, the bench seat. Yep, that goes on there. That's cool. And oh my gosh, there's two more. Hold on. This would be the bed sides. I can tell because there's fenders in there. Alright, here's the bottom of the bed, the floor, the side panels. Those are really sharp. I really like those. Here's the other side of them. These little locating pins are to locate it on your chassis. Did I call out a chassis, guys? Huh. Interesting. I don't think I did. Did I? Oh, okay. The frame. It's in the next bag. I didn't think I mentioned it yet. Alright, now there's those. I'll put them back in the bag just to keep it a little organized. Here are the inner fenders, then the tire humps for the inside of the bed. The assembly of this is pretty decent. You know, it won't give you too much trouble. Use a little bit of masking tape as a clamp to hold it together while your glue dries. It usually works out nice. And here we have two different options for air cleaners. And another intake manifold. Now, I think I read that it said you could have an option of a 360 or a 390, so I'm sure the two intake manifolds correspond to that. Here are some valve covers that you have an option to paint. This is a cross brace for the cab, I believe that is. Here's your heater hoses, so that's very cool. That's a nice detail. Here's a radiator bag. It was for, you could use, well, it's specific for water back in the day, but they also have them where you put windshield washer fluid in them, but usually it's radiator. Here's a couple of horns, master cylinder, single bowl, another oil filler. I believe that's another water pump. Maybe. I'm not positive on that one, guys. 283, I'll look that up in the instructions. Here's your hood hinges and some kind of little line there. That's it for that tree. Well, that's it for that bag. So let's get into the final bag of parts. And we just have a encyclopedia of a book and some decals, and we'll get you on your way. Alrighty. Now, because I seen it, there's the frame, finally. Look how long that is. That is, that's almost a foot long, guys. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Very cool, though. Alright, nice detail on that. Minimal flashing. Yep, here are the front and rear axle housings, both sides of them. And then it's on the ground. There we go. Here's some leaf springs. This would be your rear leaf springs. Here we have 3 different drive shafts. Very cool. Here's another set of leaf springs front and back. So I think these are the stock version. If you want to do a 2-wheel drive, you use these leaf springs, and if you're going to do the 4-wheel drive, you use both sets of these. Here's a cradle for your engine, a little bit of linkage, another air cleaner, a stock looking air cleaner, transmission halves, oil pan, transfer case for the 4-wheel drive system, a couple of different shifters, extended shocks, and these I believe are for the front end stabilization, those with the shock absorbers. There's a name for them, I can't think of it at the moment. And then last but not least, we have the plow blade, which would go this way. And this should be like a black rubber, and then steel color or whatever color you want to paint that. All kinds of springs and shocks, and Sorry guys, camera timed out there. It times out at 20 minutes, so I'll pick up the pace here, sorry. These are the little jacks that run under the thing here to protect the blade from going down too far. I only see one though. Maybe this system only uses one. Yeah, these are all like brackets and braces and things, all pertaining to the snow plow. That's very nice detail on that. Very reminiscent of a Revell kit there, guys, with all those details on that one. Yeah, Moebius is really impressive. I don't know if I've ever built a car Moebius kit. I built several of their trucks, which I just love. I'll have to look into that. I don't even know if they make car kits. Alright, folks, we have some chain, which is really cool, which would be part of the tow package, I'm sure. That's really cool. And I'm going to go ahead and do the decals because the instructions look pretty lengthy. And for you guys who just wanted to see the decals, I'll get these out of the way for you. If I can get them out of the bag. A little static electricity going on there. Alright, here we go. Alright, we have a giant Ford decal for the tailgate. Some silver Ford, I believe, for you pick out the letters for your hood. This is the dashboard, so nothing to write home about, but at least it's there. We have Acme snow relocators. Call Burr 549. Ron's McKinley Service Station, South Bend, Indiana. And an Indiana 1972 plate 95079 Alpha. And truck 7 it says. Autolite 390. I'm guessing that one says 360. Ford. And a little Ford emblem there. The oval. And that's that. So that was very cool. Kind of basic, but what more do you need? And if you want to do something different, go in your stash and pull out some old decals and hope they work out and make it however you like. Alright, so right here is the snowplow instructions. Instructions. Alright, let's see. This way. So let me pick you up, guys. Remember, before you start assembly, before you cement the first two parts together, decide if you will display the plow raised or lowered. If you choose lowered, you'll need to do a little minor surgery. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Well, at least they let you know, instead of having to figure it out on your own. So we have all kinds of instructions, very detailed, with pictures. Very nice, very impressive, Moebius. Thank you so much for everything you do for the hobby. This part that I thought was a jack is a lift arm, so that's my mistake. Here are the little ground feet. That's what I was thinking that piece was. So those keep the blade from going too far down. You set those, and that way you don't tear up your blade on concrete. Alright. And then these become a sacrificial piece and not the entire blade. Much cheaper to replace those than it is that. So here we have some springs, and this is the chain where that comes into place, somewhere in the back here. Nice little detail. The assembly. Alternate snowplow assembly. This is the raised and this is the lowered version apparently. Pretty basic, but very, very well done. And then we have the actual kit. Wow. Again, like a book. Alright, here we go. Before we begin, decal application, key to parts, plastic and decal. Look at here, round or square. Alright. Now, I know one of the parts was 283, and the only reason I remember that is because that's a Chevy engine. And I don't remember what the other parts were. Let me look around, see if I can identify something. Well, this is the way the spare tire gets on. I didn't see that part, or I don't recall seeing it, but that's how they hold it up there. It's pretty cool. Engine halves. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you have 3 different options for the way the engine will look. Here's your air cleaner, oil bath air cleaner, the regular air cleaner, and I thought there was one more in there. Putting that all together. Pretty nice. Oh, there's a jack, windshield washer bottle. Yep, we knew that. Lenses, mirrored brackets, trim, interior details. Okay. Oh, cool. One of the pieces is a optional snowplow control box. That's really cool. Well, I didn't even think about that. That's pretty neat. Here's the way the rear parts of the bed go together. So that one piece is the front of the bed. There's no other piece in the front of that. But the tailgate is a two-parter. Okay. Here's your heater hoses. Very cool. Rear bumper. Remember, you can do chrome or painted on that. Or you can paint the chrome. Whatever you want, you know. And then the assembly for... Now that's kind of vague, because it just says you're going to put it on there. Once you have it completed, the snow plow is optional. But basically, you'll have to figure out on your own how it goes on there. Hopefully there's spaces left in the frame that make it kind of obvious, you know. And we have paint and decals. Nice looking job there, whoever did that one. Very nice. And that's it. And then we have Ford paint colors from '72, which is very sharp. And detail options, which is that's basically the way I did the well, whatever year the 68 68 M100, the Mercury Canadian version of the pickup truck. I did it silver with the red top like that. That's interesting. Alrighty, folks. Well, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.